Comrades, welcome back to Subnautica. Join me as I'm looking for some scrap metal. And also I want us to go get some more of those coral tube samples from the safe shallows for water. We don't of course have the water filtration plant yet, so we are in a bit of need. Anyway, comrades, there's been so much progress since the last episode. I'm going to show you all of that in just a moment. I just thought I might actually bring you in here while some of the action is happening again. So who got me there? It's one of those plant things firing projectiles. I should still have medkits on me. Yes, I do. I'll heal up in just a moment. So yes, comrades, how long has it been? Let's see, maybe 2 hours or so of base building since the last episode. Maybe not that much, but it has been a bit of time. I just thought, it would be a bit better for progression purposes if I just get the thing into shape for the most part. Obviously, there's still a lot that we need to do at the... Oh, good grief. Just keep moving, it makes it harder for them to lock on. There we go. As if they're a missile or something. Anyway, I'm just gathering any metal scraps that I can see right now. So yes, there's a lot still we need to do, and there are several blueprints that we still need to get, of course, such as the coffee machine, very important. I have not gone to look for any blueprints at all. It was purely base building, just to get the basics in place. Is this our tube? No, this is the other one by the second safe shallows, but just look at all of these resources. I'm just gonna grab this. It's a bonanza, comrades. Then today we're going to start by looking at some more of the life pods scattered all over the place. I think that's going to be a good thing to do. But of course there's some resource gathering as well, as you can see. There's so much here, good grief, this is gonna help. I still need to make a lot of glass for the base, so that is something I need. It's full. Okay, never mind that. But of course we do have the storage space on the sea moth. I just need to watch my water and food here. Also, I need to think about a name for the sea moth, or am I just going to keep it sea moth? I don't know, that seems a bit uninspired. I'll still think about it a little bit. Anyway, there's some salt, there's titanium, so I think I might just actually gather the rest of it, comrades, and when I'm done here, I will see you again. Good grief, what a bonanza this has been. I'm already full of resources again, so I think we're gonna head back home. I didn't get the water making samples now, but we can still use the plants back at the base. I still want to come back for those coral tube samples, but I will show you now the progress that I've made, comrades. I hope you will like it. You can already see the cameras there from the scanner room, so I have built that as well, just to save us again the time of actually gathering the resources and building it and all of that. But I was always very careful not to get hurt, and I did have a few close calls with those bone sharks, but they didn't cause any serious damage, so it was fine. I must say I'm getting quite good at this in hardcore mode of, avoiding damage. Now see, this one has wandered in here. It's not supposed to be there. But of course I'm not talking about the leviathans and all that. That's another matter. I have not run into a single leviathan, so of course that's something I'm dreading, because this campaign can still come to an end at any point in time, because it's still hardcore, no saving here, it's just save and quit, so no escaping death if it comes. Anyway, comrades, let's dive down and I'll show you. So of course we have to go all the way here into our abyss. But I love this. I absolutely love this location. So of course I just parked there right now with the delicious monster. But here is our base as it stands, comrades. You can see there I have an extra platform on the end where we can plant our external grow beds, or place our external grow beds. I have one of the gel sacks there already. That's the one we picked up with LifePod 19, I think. So let's just get some. Oh, of course, I don't have room for it. So let's go back and I'll just show you the rest of the place. Now, it's basically just a series of these multi-purpose rooms connected together. So even though in the last episode I said I didn't really want a storage space where we just have to walk through it the whole time, that is now what we have. But I have to say that's not a problem. So anyway, I love that the last one here is on a slightly higher platform as well. So it gives it a sort of it breaks the straight lines here. It's actually quite good. So I have to say this is my best base I've ever built. Not that I'm a master base builder here, but it's something, I guess. So now, of course, our moon pool is hanging over the edge of this abyss, and right next to it is the scanner room. So I was thinking, where am I going to place this? I could put it in the front here like the observation room there, but then it's going to look a bit weird, you know, that sticks out quite a bit. And unfortunately there's not enough room to put it in the back there, so I just had to put it here. But I think it actually works for a scanner room, you know. It's unimpeded on most of its sides, of course, except the one that's on the cliff face there, so it can give us a nice scan. Anyway, let's dock and I will show you what I have.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And we are home, home sweet home, comrades. So of course we have the posters here. That's the prawn suit underwater and the prawn suit on land. So of course we still have to build that, but it's inspiration for us. Then in the scanner room, and I have to say I'm so impressed with this. I have 2 of the range extender upgrades and 1 of the speed upgrades. But you know, in the safe shallows you never really get a sense of the terrain, or how can I say, when you use the scanner room it doesn't look as impressive as this, let's put it that way. Now here we can see the entire terrain so clearly defined. We can see we are about, I would say, halfway down. So that is about 50 meters under the surface of the water there, the top of the landscape. Then we have a ledge there and then our one down here. So you can see it very, very clearly. The definition here is quite good actually. Then of course you see it's a straight drop off for several hundred meters to the bottom of the seafloor there. Then we can also see the various submerged islands and other ledges there on the side of this cliff face. It actually looks like the terrain is closed off there because we can see there's more of the side of this sort of rift area, and then of course we can't see that part, but there's the rest of it. So it seems like it's meeting up there, and this is one giant rift basically. And then of course we have a ridge here, and beyond that I think we get to one of the blood kelp zones, so that will also be very interesting. But this I'm so in love with, comrades, good grief. So there is our home. Ah yes, there's the warning, of course, good timing actually. So now this part you've seen already, so now I'll show you the storage area. Now this one is not very big obviously, so once we run out of storage here I'm gonna have to get creative. We might need to put some more upstairs where the power plant is, but for now it will be fine. I can actually put some of this stuff away, although I might actually want to use it now, to be honest. Let's keep it on for a moment. So I thought, let's be different and not just put the lockers along the walls like most people. Let's line them up like this and then put plants behind them. Now I know they clip through sometimes like that one, but we can ignore that. That's unavoidable because you see they move around the whole time. But this is, it has a very nice homely feel to it, you know, and it gives us a bit of green in this blue abyss. So also, of course, they serve the purpose of giving water. So this might be, well, I don't have the room for it. So actually, I have 2 bottles. I think I'll just have to drink this. Okay, just for now, so we keep keep ourselves alive here. So then, of course, there's water supply, and there's 2 of them, so I don't exhaust the one and have to replant it so often. Then I haven't finished this front area. Now, this is obviously like a working area, so it doesn't, it mustn't feel too comfortable like a lounge or something. So this is just a seating area when I'm finished packing things away and I'm tired and I need a break, or, storing things in there and so on. Now, what's in this locker? Nothing. So there's also some more space. And there's the battery charger. I still have to get the power cell charger in here. Then there is our fabricator, so it's easily accessible if we dock here, or if we are busy with the resources and we quickly want to make something, like right now actually. I want to make some glass and then also some copper wire. So yes, this is just a routine part, of course, by now, but it feels so good to have a home, comrades. So I'll just make that. I want to put up another picture frame. So I guess this will be enough for now. We can always save a few quartz pieces. Now there's the entrance as well, comrades. That's why I said before I want the entrance by the moon pool. Now I know this is a bit redundant because we can just swim up here, but it is a bit faster to use this doorway here, or airlock. And there is one on the other side as well, so it is accessible for us. So let's go back in, and then I will show you upstairs. So we've seen this area now, and upstairs right now is still quite undeveloped. This is just our power plant. Now we don't yet have a nuclear reactor, and we don't have a thermal plant either. Now obviously the thermal plant is something I really want, because there are scores of lava vents down on the seafloor beneath us. So we are going to use that in the future, then I don't have to keep refilling the thing. But in the meantime, there's several Chinese potatoes and marble melons and so on that I just farm for power production. Now there's nothing in the middle upstairs yet, because I think this is an area I want to place the fish tanks, basically the observation tanks that we still have to scan, but that will be the area for them, I think. So let's just go back downstairs. So this is also still empty. I put the reinforcements on the back wall because there's no point putting a window there. We're just going to be looking straight into the cliff face. Then here I think this is possibly where we're going to put the garden. We still have to have a grow area for food. That's something I haven't done yet. So let's actually just put some windows in. We still have enough hull integrity here. Yes, I think this is going to be it. Now this is where the other airlock is. So we leave here, that's the habitation module or section of the base. And then we have the garden right here. So if we need something, it's easily accessible. Yes, I think that will be good. So we can even start placing down some things here. Possibly again the nice wall planters on the back wall. Now these we can always remove if we need more reinforcements. But windows on the front, plants on the back. I think that's a nice solution here. Now let's just have a look. Interior pieces. So of course I don't have enough titanium again, but that's fine. So that's for the future. So we go up here. Now we're in the lab section, comrades. So this is our lab. We sit down here and we look at the samples of the Karar, or what is it called now? The Karar. So we can observe some biological samples and make our notes and all that. And then back here we have some more equipment and trash can, some shelves and more shelves. Now this is why I wanted another picture frame, because I took this picture quite unwisely, but it didn't actually lead to any harm for me. Near the base actually, it's just a bit that way. One of our denizens, of course, in this area. Now we want to study them. Obviously this is the biggest threat that we face in this biome. So I think it's appropriate for us to, keep photographic evidence for our laboratory here, so we can study its fins and its teeth. We can see that so clearly there, and so on. So I know some people actually go to the extent where they... Let me just have a look. How do we find that now? There's still things we have to read here. Carnivores, bone shark. Actually, we should read this right now because, again, it's relevant. It's quite dangerous, you can see there. A large and powerful predator that lives in small groups and fiercely defends its hunting grounds. Thickly armored exoskeleton, evidence or suggests defensive adaptation either to larger predators or in-species aggression. That's probably the case. Marked similarity to the segmented exoskeleton of the sand shark, suggesting a relatively recent common ancestor. Large eyeballs with high light sensitivity for hunting luminescent prey in low light environments. So I guess that means we should turn off our lights if we're passing by a school of them. Generally slow and unresponsive as a means of energy conservation, they will act with uncompromising speed and aggression against any threat to their territory. Avoid, may be distracted by light sources. There you have it, comrades. That's why it's good to read these things. But also that is actually kind of good for us because, again, if we do a role play here, these sort of defend us, basically, because we are now part of this biome, so they're swimming around and hopefully chasing away leviathans and things like that. But anyway, so what I was saying here, this part, this picture right here, I've seen some people do this. I'm not sure how actually. They have this sort of scan here with all of the data, and then they extract that and put that into the picture frame. That's actually a nice idea. But anyway, for now that will do. So let's just put up another frame. I guess right there. Sort of like that. Of course we can move things around later, but I don't actually have more pictures to upload, so we can just keep that for our expedition. Now we get to the living area, comrades. So this is our kitchen area. I still need that coffee machine, and then obviously a sort of a lounge as well. So that's why I put the natural selection poster here, because that sort of entertainment and all of that, it gives it a nice vibe here. So this is where we will sit and eat our breakfast, comrades. Just relaxing here and enjoying the view. And a bench, of course. Then this will be the new fridge. So we've done an upgrade, comrades. It's not one of the small lockers anymore. But it's empty. We still have to catch our food. So right now I'm eating just plant-based diet, I guess. But that's where we can store the food. So let's go upstairs to the bedroom. And the first thing we see is keep calm, comrades. Keep calm. It's a good reminder for us here. Actually, I just have to finish this part. There we go. It didn't have the titanium. So this is the bedroom area. I also actually need to put a window in. 3.6, that's fine. Now, of course, we can't see much right now. I have a spotlight on the observatory, as you can see, and these things are also motion tracking, which is a good thing because if there's any predators nearby, they will lock onto them. But you can see it doesn't really help the objects in the distance. The landscape is too far away to be illuminated. But in the daytime, it's a very nice view. Anyway, so this is my desk area. This is where I write my Admiral's logs and things, and mission logs and everything like that. And of course a lovely bed. So I think since it's nighttime, let's actually sleep, comrades. Let's get some rest. Aha, it's morning, I hope anyway. It's probably only starting to become dawn now. So it should light up a little bit. We can see the rocks falling off there. It's a very dramatic landscape. Maybe we slept through the whole day. I'm not sure. Oh well, doesn't matter too much. So right now I've only got one of these lovely, what is it again? A hoopfish that I picked up during one of my resource expeditions. But they actually do swim natively around this area. So I want nice exotic things in here. So now we go down, and of course we remember to keep calm. And let me actually get some snacks. It's morning, we just woke up, I am hungry. Now I wish I could have some coffee here. Oh well, yes, it's getting light now. Of course the light takes a while to actually start to illuminate this area because of our depth. So the lab again, and this is another place where I think we'll have a tank. Now also this was the thing, this is also why I didn't actually start creating the indoor garden yet, because I was thinking on the other hand, instead of putting the garden beneath us here, we could put a tank underneath here, because that makes sense. If we have a laboratory up here, then we can look into the tank and see what's happening and come over here and make our notes. So I think rather this should be one of the tanks. Then we can put one of the garden areas up here and another tank underneath if we ever want another one. So yes, that's a possibility, comrades. Anyway, let's go to the scanner room. I just want to show you the resources that we have here. That is so magnificent. So no titanium though, unless it's in a limestone chunk, of course. Anyway, I don't want to scan that now. So we have creature eggs, we have data boxes. Now the data boxes, if we just have a look, they are all up here with that wreck. There's of course a big chunk of wreck right above us. And I think we've been to all of them. It's just something we can have a look at when we come back from our expedition today. Gel sack, all of that stuff, lithium. There is actually metal salvage. Okay, that's a good thing. Let's have a look. Must be because of the upgrade. Yes, you see it's right on the edge of our scanning range. There's nothing in this trench. Okay, that'll do. I know it'll find some more, but it's all up there. Rubies, reef packs. Hey, there's reef packs here as well. Sandstone chunks, shale, silver. That silver must be something I dropped, because you don't just get silver, I think, on its own, unless it's probably one of those big deposits. And the wreck, of course. So the nice thing here, comrades, is if we go to our drones, and this one I've taken for a spin already, that's why it's a little damaged, we can actually do a lot of exploring here. This is why a scanner room is so useful here. I think in the safe shallows a scanner room is not very useful, or especially in the kelp forest, because we know that the stalkers like to carry away our camera drones, but the bone sharks don't actually do that, so that's one good thing. So let's actually go down. So we're now on our level at 288 meters, and then we go straight down into the abyss. Now luckily here we don't have to risk ourselves, we just take one of the drones. And it goes down and down and down and down and down. And there is the ocean floor at almost 500 meters, comrades. I know it's not that impressive, but we still imagine, you know. 500 meters is still a lot of depth though. I think that's pretty much near the modern depth tolerance of attack submarines, basically. If I'm not mistaken. This is from my Cold Waters playthroughs. Anyway, so there's lots of predators down here. That's one thing I saw when I came here with the drone before. There are so many of them, but of course they ignore us here. Just look at that. There's schools of them, hordes of them. This is a very dangerous place to go, but lots of free energy, comrades. There's one. There's another one here. There's so many of them. We can really exploit power, thermal power here to our advantage. Of course, we're going to have to take the power cables up several hundred meters, but it is possible. That will be quite a big project though. I guess this is the silver that the scanner picked up. So yes, there's actually some parts down here. Now we've got that already, unless this is the repulsion gun. Not sure. I have to say also, while I was looking for quartz and things on these sunken islands, I did scan one drone arm, or a prawn arm thing. I think it was the drill arm, and that actually completed the blueprint for us. And I also scanned the stasis rifle, the last part, that also completed the blueprint. But those were just because I saw them. It wasn't because I was looking for them. And we already started that before, so it wasn't anything new. So yes, that's this bottom here, comrades. And of course, just look at these pests. As if the bone sharks weren't enough, we have hordes of these things as well. So building down here is going to be a challenge. Anyway, let's swim back, or pilot this thing back anyway. And we can even just go and explore some of these island areas. Uh-oh, okay, never mind. I wonder what that sound is. I suppose that's rocks falling off. Anyway, comrades, we have the ability to see ourselves. I've done this before with these camera drones. Now, we can't see ourselves here, but if we have a look here, we can actually get a glimpse at ourselves. Now, where is it? I think it's because of the shining thing now that we can't actually make us out there. That's a pity. I could see myself when I did this last time. Oh well. If you position the scanner room carefully, you can actually get a good view of your character while you're in one of these camera drones. Oh, good grief, piloting skills. That's not where I want to go. Down here. Emergency power. Okay, we came back at a good time because otherwise I might have suffocated. That means very simply that our organic matter has run out. It's not usually a problem, but it's because I have the extra lights on the base that it keeps draining the power. Luckily not too fast, and... Come on. Don't leave me hanging here. Oh, it's because the drone is probably siphoning off power now. There we go, finally. So there's power restored. So then, of course, the potatoes just grow back there, and I can use them for food as well. So let's just stock up, comrades, and then we're going to go look for that life pod where we almost died previously. That's unfinished business. Ah, I've used it up. Oh well. Next one, by the time we get back, it will be grown again. And there's this one as well. But we are now fully supplied again. So let me just put this stuff away. I think we'll keep one of the nutrient blocks. We always need to do that. And of course, first aid kits. Let me actually use it right now. The tank and I guess diving reel, but now it's called the Pathfinder tool. We don't actually have power on it. We do have batteries in the delicious monster though. So I guess we're ready, comrades. Let's go. Let us go and explore the bulb zone once again. I love how we just drop here perfectly. We don't hit the ground or anything. So back to the monster. There it is, life part 12. The ping is still up there waiting for us. Thank you. Of course, we still have plants here as well, so we will be fine. And I guess that's that. Let me... Oh dear, there's the alarm going off. But I'm just going to skip the journey, comrades. I will pilot this thing to that zone and then rejoin with you. You see, we still have 80% of our power. So that's not a problem. Okay, comrades, see you in one moment, unless something interesting happens along the way. Comrades, we are here, but we are not alone. Okay, we're gonna have impacts here. Switch to slow. These are, of course, these electric eel things that damaged our sea moth, destroyed our sea moth before. But we are now directly above the sunken capsule here, so let's go down a little bit. Now, of course, they're going to get aggravated soon, so I'm going to shut down the engine and they should leave us alone. Yes, so the journey itself was entirely uneventful, but I did try and see if I could see Life Pod 4 again, but for some reason I'm missing it again. Oh well. Now, let's prepare to go down. I think I'm a bit reluctant to use the sea moth again, but it should be okay. This time I'm not going to leave it unattended. And it is a short hop. And I need the light as well. So, let's see what we can see, comrades. There's a data box. Already in PDA. This is the repulsion cannon. Ah, well. We just get some titanium. There's a PDA. Is there anything else here? Nothing. Ah, well. It's fine, you know. I don't mind this sort of thing where we have the technology already. That's a good thing. Let's scan these bulb bushes as well. Last time I didn't get a chance to do that. And a sample. That's another thing I want to do, comrades. We are scientists. We should be cataloging life. This is a unique opportunity. Of course, we're still hopeful that we're going to get out of here alive, which is not guaranteed, but it's like we just, oh, good grief. We have to maximize the opportunity. Yes, 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 I know you're there. I need the stasis rifle. That's something I still have to make. Okay, we don't need those resources. Now, I got everything from that wreck before that I wanted, so I think we can just leave, comrades. I think we can just leave, unless there's a coffee machine here, then I'll drive right through these eels with this Cyclops. Anyway, let's have a look. What's the next objective? So at least we found that. Let's listen to the log though. If I can find it, data downloads, survivors, there we go. Medical Officer Danby's crew log.
Really a doctor. I know that's what my ID says, but I never have been.
Engine
Cheating the medical exams. What does doctor these days need to know about manually resetting bones? When was the last time a top surgeon actually cut someone open? That's what the robots are for. Doctors these days read diagnoses off of computer readouts. For that, I'm perfectly qualified. But what good is it when I'm not connected to the main network?
The head standard.
I'm bleeding. I've got glowing green pustules growing on my hands. I run a self-scan and it tells me I've got skin irritation. The only thing I studied in medical school was how to lie convincingly. What the hell do I know about how to treat an alien disease? I think I'm actually going to die down here.
I'm afraid you did, my friend. Hey, this is why you shouldn't cheat in your exams. So he didn't even know what to do, how to heal himself. But honestly, I don't either, or didn't either, but you used the medical kit, but I guess his medical kit generator was broken. That's our pod back there, I think. We can see it quite far away. What the? Not sure. Just looking for Life Pod 4 now. We should just keep a lookout for any predators. So yes, but that shows Officer Danby was actually alive here for a long time, because those glowing green pustules take a long time to actually develop. I mean, it took us a long time just to learn that we were sick. There's Life Pod 4, got you. So now we can actually take two at the same time. So yes, there's the thing now, poor Officer Danby, but I don't know. one of those eels must have got to him. Maybe he was still alive when we were in the neighborhood last time. Who knows? Of course not, but again, I suppose that would have been the case if we roleplay. Anyway, I probably should turn the engine off. We don't want to attract anybody. Let's have a look. Now this, I'm going to take the sea moth with, because even though it's close by, we know there's predators in these parts.
All systems online.
Keep a watchful eye, comrades. Something knocked this over. First aid kit and PDA, but is there anything else here? Don't think so.
Integrate.
To any Altera crew. Landed in area of significant alien
Welcome
activity.
aboard, Captain.
Encountered predators in the Leviathan class, highly aggressive. Spectroscope scanner assigned species designator Reaper. One specimen attempted to swallow the life pod, doing extensive damage in the process. Only viable option is to make for the safety of the Aurora crash site. I have retrieved a data box with the creature decoy and enough resources to fabricate a couple of them. The swim's longer than the decoy lifetime, but it should just be enough to keep them busy. If you don't find me on board the ship, presume I miscalculated.
You miscalculated, but what are you saying about this decoy? Or do we have the blueprint already? I know this is a stupid move now, comrades, me picking up stuff here where there's leviathans. But we can evacuate very quickly as soon as I hear that characteristic sound. I was just looking here if there's any blueprints or anything lying. Okay, it's close. Oh my good grief, get out, get out, get out. Could be imagination, could not be, but I hear something. I don't like it. Good grief. Anyway, do we have that blueprint? The decoy. I suppose this is also how the game tells us we need decoys to get rid of leviathans or to escape them. Yes, we do. Just takes a wiring kit though. That's 2 silver. It's very expensive. Anyway, let's go back to the safety of the safe shallows for now. We have what we came for. Just keep an eye on that radar there, or sonar I guess. Good grief, I could have sworn I heard something. There's our friends. Oh well, yes, so comrades, that I guess does it for this episode. We have at least made some progress now in terms of the life pods again. So let me actually, I think we're safe here. Just turn off those pings. Just turn them off. So we want to, I turned off all of the potential base pings as well. Let's see, so we've been to all of the red ones. We now just need to make this one red as well and turn it off. The Aurora Rendezvous I kept yellow because this is something we still need to go and do actually. We need that 1 PDA and then of course lantern fruit samples as well. High priority passenger remains. I'm not sure if we actually got to this one. I have a feeling that we do, because this was that dude who said, "My name is Yogi Kassar." We can just go check it out, because then the next goal, comrade, is to pick up our vehicle fabricator, and then, if it's still out there somewhere, just check out LifePod 13 and then go back to the island to get the remaining items that we need. Then after that we're going to trace the Degassi survivors, so I think that'll be exciting. So then the base building will have to wait for another episode. This is actually a good way of doing it. A bit of base building, a bit of exploring, a bit of base building, a bit of exploring. So let's just get into a safe area and then I will stop here, comrades. There's some metal here as well. I'm gonna go pick that up as well before the next episode, but I won't do anything else. So, see you next time, comrades. I hope you're still enjoying. It's sometimes easy to forget we're on an alien planet with our lives on the line. But I believe in us, comrades. See you next time. Have a fantastic day.